New tonight, the leader of a small polygamous sect in northern Arizona facing several charges after law enforcement found him transporting several young girls inside a trailer in Flagstaff.
DPS says the trailer had no windows or air vents and had a makeshift toilet inside. Fox 10's Irene Snyder live tonight with more. Irene.
Well, Christine and John, good evening. That man still behind bars tonight. He pleaded not guilty to federal charges this week. On August 28th, DPS pulled over 46-year-old Samuel Bateman on Highway 89 near Flagstaff. He was driving a GMC Denali, pulling a trailer. According to court documents, troopers saw small fingers peeping out from the trailer doors. Inside, they found 3 girls between the ages of 11 and 14. These photos show the conditions inside that trailer. There was a makeshift toilet seat along with a couch and a camping chair, but there were no air vents. Authorities say the group was heading towards Phoenix, where that day it was 106 degrees. Bateman was a former member of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but he left in recent years to start his own group with less than 100 people. Director of Operations for Cherished Families in Colorado City, Shirley Draper, says she works with people from plural or polygamous backgrounds. She explains sometimes the people living in these communities don't know a way out.
Lord Acton said, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And we do see that. And when you have a population that is that vulnerable, that is so terrified of the outside world because of the treatment that they regularly receive, when they're so terrified of government and law enforcement because of the 185 years worth of trauma, and they're already terrified, and then there's this leader that seizes an opportunity to rise up and abuse their own people, then they're able to do that because there is no reporting to law enforcement in that case, where we have learned over 185 years that it is not safe to do so.
And Bateman was also arrested in Colorado City on Tuesday by federal authorities investigating whether children were being taken across state lines for sexual activity. Now, if Bateman is convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison. Reporting live, I'm Irene Snyder for Fox 10 News.
New details about the shooter who went on a deadly rampage last month in North Phoenix. 24-year-old Isaiah Williams fired randomly at buildings and a number of innocent people, killing 2 and hurting 2 Phoenix police officers. Police reports reveal what Williams did in the days before that shooting and also what his parents feared that he would do. Fox 10's Nicole Garcia has more.
On the night of August 28th, Isaiah Williams walked out of the motel room he was staying in, dressed for a gun battle. He had a ballistic vest, helmet, gas mask, and a loaded AR-15 rifle. He randomly fired around 200 rounds, aiming at buildings, cars, and innocent people. This white sedan happened to pull into the parking lot while Williams was on his rampage. 2 people inside were killed. 3 others escaped in the hail of bullets.
I'm 34 now, I'm taking around. I'm hit.
Officers arriving on scene were greeted by a barrage of bullets. 2 officers were shot. Williams later turned the gun on himself. In newly released police reports, we learned his parents thought he would harm himself, so they took a rifle and a handgun away from him. They say the strain of the pandemic, lack of job offers, racial tensions, all weighed heavy on him. A high school friend of Williams described him as a normal athletic student raised by a good family. But in 2020, that friend noticed Williams' social media posts became increasingly anti-government and anti-law enforcement. Another friend, who's in the military, told police he had a 3-hour phone conversation with Williams the day of the shooting. Williams told him he'd consider moving to Iraq and fighting with Kurdish forces, saying he wanted to fight for something. Phoenix police are conducting an internal investigation, and the Maricopa County Attorney's Office is also investigating. The officers who were shot are now recovering. I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
Morning, police in northwestern Arizona investigating a burglary. Will they end up making a very disturbing discovery inside that house? So Bullhead City police arresting this woman, Christine Lee Waters. The 65-year-old was found inside the house, reportedly taking things like purses and bags and clothing. But neighbors reported seeing someone in that house and told investigators that that homeowner Well, that homeowner hadn't been seen in over a year. So inside the house, police believe they found the body of that homeowner, who was in a bathtub and in conditions officers described as quote unquote mummified.
Avondale police investigating a double murder that unfolded inside a beauty salon yesterday afternoon.
The salon owner's husband is under arrest, and he's accused of murdering his wife and another man. Fox 10's Linda Williams is live with more. Linda.
Guys, we just received the court paperwork, and it paints a blood-chilling scene of the suspect walking into this salon yesterday afternoon and shooting his wife in the head and then shooting and killing the man he believes she is having an affair with. Now, as you can imagine, this community is in shock. They are also in mourning. Emma Rodriguez, the victim, was a well-known business owner here. Candles lit and prayers whispered Monday for Emma Rodriguez.
I'm so sorry.
The owner of Emma's Barber and Beauty Salon in Avondale was shot and killed Sunday afternoon, along with a man who police have not identified. Fatima Luna worked at the salon this summer. She says Emma was kind and well-loved and respected by many in the community.
I don't know what she did, like in her personal matters or what could have happened, but she was very kind to me and to those around her, and it's very unfortunate.
Sunday, Avondale police arrested Emma's husband, Jose Jesus Rodriguez Parra, and charged him with 2 counts of first-degree murder. We spoke with Emma Rodriguez's son, Jonathan. He says the suspect is his stepfather.
I want to clarify this was just a family problem gone wrong. As much as I know that my stepdad did something that wasn't right, I know he wasn't thinking.
Herrera also offered his apologies to the other victim's family. The suspect, Parra, was joint owner of the salon with his wife. He is due in court later this month. Linda Williams, Fox 10 News.
New details tonight on a stolen bulldog from California found right here in Arizona.
Police say Bruno was snatched off the sidewalk nearly 2 weeks ago in San Lorenzo, California. Now, officers had a license plate number from surveillance footage when a DPS trooper stopped a vehicle on the I-10 near Wilcox back on September 7th. They found a bulldog in the vehicle. Yep, it was Bruno. Check out the happy reunion. Yeah, that is a happy dog. He's so excited. Happy to be back home with owner Denise Esparza and her family. Wilcox first responders brought Bruno to Tucson, and then Alameda Sheriff's detectives returned him to his very happy family. It is good to see. Meantime, the suspect, 22-year-old Savea Marburg, was taken into custody on felony dog theft charges.